Washington is scrambling to calm a growing diplomatic storm over Greenland after President Donald Trump openly floated the idea of bringing the Arctic island under U.S. control. Now, the Trump administration's newly appointed special envoy to Greenland, Jeff Landry, insists the United States is not seeking to conquer Danish territory. Speaking to Fox News, Landry, who is also the governor of Louisiana, pushed back against accusations of imperial ambition, saying Washington wants conversations, not conquest. "I think our discussions should be with the actual people in Greenland," Landry said. "What are they looking for? What opportunities have they not gotten? Why haven't they gotten the protection they actually deserve?" Landry stressed that the administration has no intention of marching in and seizing land. "We're not going to go in there trying to conquer anybody or take over anybody's country," he said. But those reassurances ring hollow for many in Europe. Just weeks earlier, Landry himself said he would work to make Greenland a part of the U.S., and President Trump has repeatedly claimed that America needs Greenland for national security, pointing to its strategic Arctic position, military value, and untapped mineral wealth. Trump has gone even further, saying the U.S. would acquire Greenland one way or the other, and refusing to rule out the use of military force. That rhetoric has set off alarm bells in Copenhagen. Denmark was reportedly not consulted before Landry's appointment, prompting sharp criticism from Danish officials who see Greenland as an inseparable part of their sovereign territory. In a rare joint statement this week, Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen and Greenland's leader Jens Frederik Nielsen pushed back forcefully. They said national borders and sovereignty are protected under international law, and that no country can simply annex another, not even with an argument about international security. Greenland, home to about 57,000 people, has been self-governing since 1979, managing its own domestic affairs while Denmark retains control over defense and foreign policy. The United States, meanwhile, has maintained a military presence on the island since World War II, a footprint that continues to fuel Washington's strategic interest. Vice President J.D. Vance has said the administration expects Greenlanders to exercise self-determination and eventually break away from Denmark, a statement that has only intensified fears of U.S. pressure behind the scenes. As Washington insists its intentions are peaceful, critics warn the words coming from the White House tell a far more aggressive story, one that could redraw borders, strain alliances, and turn Greenland into the next major flashpoint in global power politics.
A new geopolitical storm is erupting in the Arctic, and it's putting the United States on a collision course with Europe. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has issued a blunt warning after U.S. President Donald Trump intensified his push to annex Greenland. Standing firmly beside Denmark and Greenland, von der Leyen declared the European Union's full solidarity, stressing that territorial integrity and sovereignty are non-negotiable pillars of international law. Her message was clear: borders cannot be redrawn by force or ambition. The flashpoint came after Trump announced the appointment of a special envoy to Greenland, a move almost unheard of in international diplomacy. The envoy, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, made the mission explicit, publicly stating his goal was to make Greenland a part of the U.S. The reaction in Denmark was swift and furious. Danish Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen said he was deeply upset, calling the appointment and Landry's statements completely unacceptable. Denmark announced it would summon the U.S. ambassador to formally convey its anger, a rare step between NATO allies. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas reinforced the warning, saying Greenland's status is for Greenlanders and Danes alone to decide, and that all partners must respect sovereignty under the United Nations Charter and NATO treaty obligations. But Trump has not backed down. On social media, he praised Landry's appointment, saying Greenland is essential to U.S. national security and global stability. Trump has repeatedly argued that America must control the vast, resource-rich Arctic island, even threatening military action if Denmark refuses. Greenland and Denmark have both issued firm rejections. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen and Greenland's Prime Minister Jens Frederik Nielsen released a joint statement declaring, "You cannot annex another country, not even with arguments about international security." Nielsen was even more direct. Greenland belongs to its people, and its future will be decided by them alone. This is not the first time such tensions have flared. Earlier this year, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance visited Greenland, claiming the island was vulnerable and that Washington had no other option but to expand its presence.
Our message to Denmark is very simple. You have not done a good job by the people of Greenland. You have underinvested in the people of Greenland, and you have underinvested in the security architecture of this incredible, beautiful landmass filled with incredible people. That has to change.
Last summer, Denmark summoned the envoy after reports of American influence operations targeting Greenland's population.
Yes, but Greenland belongs to the Greenlanders, and Greenland is part of the Danish kingdom, and that's not going to change. I think that many Greenlandic politicians are now gradually, both before the election campaign, during the election campaign, and even now making it very, very, very clear that Greenland wants to be Greenland, and we fully support that.
Now the stakes are higher. Trump has also spoken openly about annexing the Panama Canal, the Gaza Strip, and even Canada, signaling a dramatic shift in American rhetoric toward territorial expansion. For Europe, this is no longer just about Greenland. It is about sovereignty, alliances, and whether international rules still apply when power is tested. As Brussels closes ranks behind Denmark and Greenland, a chilling question looms over the Arctic. Is this diplomatic brinksmanship or the opening move in a far larger global confrontation?
You assure the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No.
And can you tell us a little bit about what your plan is? Are you going to negotiate a new treaty? Are you going to ask the Canadians to hold a vote? What is the strategy?
Yeah, I can't assure you, you're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this, we need them for economic security. The Panama Canal was built for our military. I'm not going to commit to that now. It might be that you'll have to do something.